Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa or Mrashabe Junior Joma North Tongue and Osansi ranking member Foreign Affairs Committee or Mrashabe Jim na yanko na yenni honorable Ninko Kakra. Honorable Yada Simu Akwa Baba Neat FM so anope.
Yo, Mr. Boje Medase.
Na bako die.
Nyame adom. Pachona where.
Nyame dia che. Well, I'm say wouldn't send to drive fire woman penny Jamaica visa waiver bia no aba asem no ncheche mu pa ene say honorable.
Yo, Medase edikai my main chair telephone na.
Telephone Joseph.
And no crest and issue statement on the president's pronouncement or the Caribbean, specifically Jamaica, Timer Okoshia, the counterpart or the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Or they to just say Ghana and Jamaica almost signing a new visa waiver agreement. Na that agreement take effect from the 1st of July. That's the next 11 days here, less than 2 weeks.
Okay.
Na that agreement, Ebema Jamaicans and Ghana for to me to coin to both countries to and fro without visas. Na yeah, they told you and it's a visa waiver agreement it is not new in our foreign relations. And as ranking member of the Committee of Foreign Affairs, meaning say there were 4 similar agreements, which are going through the various motions in Parliament. So 4 agreements, the countries involved Colombia, India, Chile, and Hungary in Eastern Europe. These are the 4 countries. Now, it is very improper and unconstitutional. So, what kind Article 75 of the Constitution now? The Supreme Court, judgment, I interpreted Article 75 say. That is in the Gitmo 2 case. They say, presidents any the right and the discretion say Omube Kwako committee Ghana in any agreement without parliamentary ratification. And it is a president via a Kwamoni and the Ghana or signing an international agreement. Sign international agreement, as I said. About Parliament and some to me take effect. Also, before the Gitmo 2 decision, there were several agreements that various presidents in the 4th Republic under President Rawlings, President Akufo-Addo, President Mills, President Mahama, who was the last person to enter into an agreement with the Americans on the Gitmo 2, thinking that he had some discretionary power. But the Supreme Court has held, since that Gitmo 2 case, they say, there is no matter of discretion. Article 75.2 of our Constitution is very clear. The Supreme Court is saying, all international agreements must come to Parliament. And President, I went for the tape, I spoke to journalists who were on the trip with him.
Okay.
And I've been able to read the statement or the told you when he interacted with the press, that's him and then his counterpart, Prime Minister Holmes. And the president, Okaya, and he said, with this agreement we have signed from 1st July, it takes effect. The president did not say, the agreement will be brought to Parliament. And I want to say the agreement is subject to ratification. If the president has said, agreement we are just signing say, may Parliament, may the back come Parliament for ratification. Now, if the Ghanaian Parliament ratifies it, then it will come into effect without timelines, because Yankai said we operate a separation of powers. The legislature is not an extension of the president's office. And And the president cannot be dictating to Parliament and even giving timelines and all of that. And the president must not also assume that Parliament a rubber stamp agreement be because a possible says agreement a better Parliament.
Namabuegu.
Yeah, yeah, it's not it's not in Ghana's interest. Just like we did with the Obetaya Ameri agreement. Parliament. We said no, this is not good. And our colleagues on the majority side agreed with us. Said no, this will not be in the national interest. Civil society will be you in the media. Like I said, no, wait here, no. As they say, the devil lies in the detail.
Yeah.
It is not right, sir. Your president, who is a former attorney general, former minister for foreign affairs, who knows better than some of us who are speaking now, as I must assume, into the maker and say, as I say, on my page, that statement now, why you know, as I say, or sign,
okay,
now that agreement, no must sign, whatever the details are, what Parliament is saying, that agreement as ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, or move for BBM by you name any the 4 countries are media to earlier, Colombia, Hungary, Chile, and what's the 4th country? Colombia, Hungary, Chile, and India. These are the 4 countries or more agreements that we know about, that Parliament is aware of. But this one, no, we do not know the details. We don't have it. And we are also cautioning the president that he cannot claim that by 1st July, no, the agreement will come into effect. And that hope he has given to the Jamaicans, no, is a false hope, because Obibe to Miyako Court this year from 1st July and invoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, sir, the president is acting ultra-virus.
Okay.
And that is violating, the interpretation of Article 75 too. I'm hoping, sir, the president will backtrack, do a U-turn, and we will follow due process, because the way I hear it's not. It's as if, sir, Ghana, we don't have a constitution. Our democracy is a sham, and it doesn't project Ghana's image good light on the international stage. And I am really surprised that our president will be engaged in this kind of conduct.
Okay, and I'm sure, sir. Enya dia mampini sa dia we betimi aso okay yemfa mamra she bedwem kian say be pim ni meboa.
Well, as I said, but say no wakasa no, because one cassette say or the Parliament.
And na me busa krasa.
Or say from 1st July it takes effect.
Yeah.
And I've noticed government communicators or more celebrity and all of that. I have no problem if the president has gone to negotiate something that will help us. I support such agreement, because visa fees are very expensive, and anything that will facilitate integration, good cordial relations, and all of that, And I must also indicate, Ghana Jamaica relations. We are one people who share, the whole. Many historians and anthropologists have been able to adduce credible evidence that West Africa, including Ghana, and went to end up there. So they are our brothers and sisters. They are part of us. And I am not against any kind of arrangement to bring us closer and create and establish a strong bond amongst us. But can say we have a constitution in Ghana. Let us abide by the constitution. Let's follow due process. And my year started be 2nd July, 3rd July, will be court say that whole agreement will be thrown out. And is that what we want? That would be so embarrassing. And no more, it won't help our relations with the Jamaica. And the president has some 10, 11 days if he really wants the agreement to come into effect. And it's not proper. Say, we dictate it to Parliament. That's why we have separation of powers. Checks and balances, as was put forward by the great thinker Baron de Montesquieu. You cannot, those in the executive cannot be dictating to those in the legislature, and those in the judiciary. These three arms of government must check each other. There ought to be some level of autonomy and independence. The way our president Kasao 1st July, as is Ghana, we are practicing an autocracy where it is not a democracy, where there is separation of powers and all of that. And yabe panacho say the party is on do rough road as I say free so
okay.
Na yenye the SSA based on the interpretation of Article 75(2) rendered by the Supreme Court in the Gitmo 2 case.
Okay, all right. Now, Jamaica Hona cry. I'm saying about question PA. Niaba beto dwa. And tomorrow man penyin di ko gu Prime Minister ne kom on social media. No abe enkomodie bebre me. So say we hu bi ate ho nsem. Say year of return na return ni RETURN akwa spell no wrongly. Senator honorable.
Many Ghana for the donor things like this should be avoided. Also, it lowers our image. Me follow President Trump in a state visit to the Buckingham Palace, the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Sky News, a report here said, answer the state dinner will take place now. Queen Elizabeth, look at her age, over 90. And that has been the tradition. Or call around a year inspection to make sure, say, the beer at the chefs and those who are the waiters and all those responsible for protocol and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
The beer at the come answer the guest, the most special guest, President Trump, because they are looking at the image of the United Kingdom, the image of Buckingham Palace.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily about their guests. Cost 100%, really, intact without any, hitch. That is how countries take foreign relations, image very, very seriously. And also, Kenya for Mubufu, Ghana Beyond Aid Charter.
Form of pictures, no
picture, and portraying it as if it's a Ghanaian project, or media, ridicule and all of that. You see, you don't need. It shows that you are not efficient, you are not thorough. So people begin to ask questions. Hey, in Kofu Wekrano, if that is how they are, omunya diligent, omunya thorough, then we can put together any agreement here and just go and present it to them. They will sign. And we can, take advantage of them. We can exploit them. Because people will be asking, and I am also asking, sir, if we can make these petty mistakes, these processes work. That's Matisse buying communicators, maybe it came from the Ghana Tourism Authority. If we go at Ghana Tourism Authority, there were directors or we have staff. Apart from Omono, if you come up, there were chief executive, there were board. All these people that we are paying will be on your inspection. Now, Ghana Tourist Authority will not just go and give the sash directly to the president. They would have to go through protocol, go through even national security operative, because what is Abiana OBBBBA and chemical Biana bomb beer is in the package. So it goes through all of those screening. Answer now, the foreign ministry, also Ombeya inspection. Ambassadors are the foreign office staff. There are so many people in the chain that it beats one's imagination, sir. All these people, all the way to the top, to the foreign minister, who would then hand it over to the president. President Ankasa, it just escaped everybody's hand. Embarrassing, and it doesn't speak well about our country. And we need to sit up on these things. Some people might think, the whole matter, no, they are being petty. It is rather those who we are paying with our taxes, the taxpayers' sacrifices. Say, Moon can represent ye, na mo ye juma ye, na mo making sure say ye dino Ghana's image. Mo de, I mean, so moon to me and Hansi Krana at least. Mamo say no, maintain it where you met it, where our forefathers. Look at Ghana, we are respected. Oh. The ruler, yeah, look, in the entire Pan-African movement, Ghana was the Mecca. Ghana is the inspiration. First country in Sub-Saharan Africa to attain independence. Look, the Kenyans who are laughing at us today, Jomo Kenyatta Munyana Mobaha, and to learn under Nkrumah's feet. You know, the Nigerians, Namdi Azikiwe. Look, they know. All of them admit it. Say, look, Ghana is the trailblazer. We are the black star of Africa. And we should be conscious of that. That many people look up to us, many countries. Look, even African Americans at the height of the civil rights movement. Omunyana Martin Luther Ebaha, Malcolm X, or Ghana. And Chebia, a few months after, a call back to the United States of America after conferring with President Nkrumah and assassinating. You know, all these people. So one back Ghana, one President Nkrumah Bekasa, you don't feel fulfilled there. Even your credential, you know, it's not given that stature. Internet President Nkrumah obeyed the Institute of African Studies at the University of Ghana to attract all scholars. He's the only president in the 60s or to make fair a special conference of all African scholars. We share your pedigree. We share maybe I produce a Secretary General, the first black president also of the General Assembly and all of that at the United Nations. People don't expect, sir, we will be engaged in these petty mistakes that will reduce our image. You can imagine how the Jamaican press and the Caribbean, some of Mocha, Afro Ghana. We all saw some of the reports from Kenya, you know, a country that looks up to us, you know, in many ways. And Chebia, Tanzania, look at how they dealt with their Chinese Ivory Queen, you know, our Galamsey Queen. We didn't even have the courage to let our laws. Meanwhile, Tanzania, you know, Julius Nyerere was here to study at the feet of Kwame Nkrumah. You know, they look up to us. We gave them inspiration. And people are asking, then Ghana, as you say, you know, it's like you are falling behind. And that is how we should see these things. It deals a big blow to our image. And people should sit up. And I want to also submit, sir, you see, this culture of lack of excellence and lack of responsibility to this year M for responsibility. And the Ukai Daily Graphica, Martinamidu Ayedibia, Mebona Basopa, what taking responsibility, sir, there wrong charges now or more a filing against the Honorable Mahama Yarega. He is the leader of the Office of Social Prosecutor. He takes responsibility. That is commendable. That is the kind of ethic, culture that we must build. Ghana Beyond a Charter says nobody has taken responsibility for that embarrassing picture, and nobody has been sanctioned. Nobody has been punished for it. Mekai under President Mahama, when President Kenyatta was presented as President of Ghana in the brochure, the ISD director at the time was fired. He was fired. You need to do that, to send a clear message. They say this year of return, say, you know, nobody has taken responsibility, and nobody is being sanctioned for it. Okay. That's what other countries do. Look, other places you can even lose your job, but I'm not saying let's go that far, because the economy where I don't want anybody because they have children to feed and all of that. I won't go that far. But some sanctions, you know, somebody should take responsibility. Then others will learn within the foreign service, within the public service. There, hey, you know, Ghanaians have high standards. If our countrymen expect of us to do right and be efficient, and be thorough and diligent. If we don't do that, then everybody sits up. But Kobanisana is just social media trolling. Now we move on to the next scandal now. And well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, baby, since our ranking Foreign Affairs Committee, no, near Koso, Nigeria, so far, Swami Magazine, to a man for shops, yes, Niama, ne, Nigerian professor, University of Education, Winneba, and Rabba de Crasso Matrocrata, Mayine D. So far, what is going on? Ghana, Nigeria, say Natima, Honorable.
Yo, Eddie Kai, say, you accept say, the akoso no, most unfortunate. Ghana-Nigeria relations, share your history. We've had quite a checkered history where we have had very good times, very close ties. Now, so I thought your relations, no, at tie, say, Emma, things get out of hand. Yakai 1969, the Aliens Compliance Order, which led Ghana to remove a lot of Nigerians from the country. Therefore, Bekaya 1983, so under President Shehu Shagari, and also passed some immigration law, which led to the removal of over 1 million Ghanaians from Nigeria. As I said, this past history, a guiding in our relations with the Nigerians, and vice versa. We both nations, we need to exercise a lot of caution because your history, check it. You have good times, you have bad times, and the bad times really can get out of control. In China, kidnappings now are no. You're condemning those kidnappings. But it's important to deal with crime as crime. This attempt, Obi Koye Bibiana, ya narrative, no. Ya discuss it, assembly to say, Nepano or Kofre meeting be an mandate from the nation. Maybe and say of Nigeria Parliament this year, and a man or two may say Uncle Yedi or yeah. And now of Ghana. Ghanaian Parliament this year and gave him the mandate. You see, we need to take away those colorization, those generalization, those stereotyping. And boy, in general, my name is colleague, the chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee. We stepped out in a bipartisan way and urged for calm and asked the general public to be very circumspect because the young can hear at the assembly ebeba. I hold a view, sir. There's nothing wrong saying that, Yachi Nigerian way, why BBA end. There's nothing wrong with that. However, sir, if you go beyond that and say, Nigerians are no motive. Nigerians, know more kidnappers or more criminals, Ghana. Then you are engaged in stereotyping and generalizations, which are fallacious. And they are no at the assembly. But we need to advise ourselves in how we communicate around those matters. The other issue, and it's foreigners are more engaging in retail trade. We need to apply the law, and the law should apply to all foreigners. Let it not be said, some other countries they're mine. More free China, more free India, or more Lebanese, or more the to me, now so will be free Nigeria. No. Let's apply the law. Let's be fair. Some of these things come upon us because either we ignore the law, and now say in implementing the law, we are selective. If we are implementing the law, Obian say, hey, Ghana, dear, you can't like Singapore. Obian say, Singapore, how you attempt to engage in any drug trafficking, no matter which country you come from, or which you are, death, life imprisonment, or the death penalty. They are very, very severe with their sanctions. That they don't care which country you come from. And people are careful, and there is a certain, benchmark. And that is what we need in Ghana. We will ignore our laws, and I will be selective. the Nipano, you're Lebanese or you're Chinese, we don't really mind. But if it's a Nigerian, then they begin to feel say you are targeting them. And that's another advice, another lesson we need to take out from this. The other matter, as I said, you can't want them to, and I said, Nigerians need to know so among Kasaye. Sir Professor, no, in terms of the kind, I made the pass university education winniver or more permanent, or more Kasa sabbatical now, but they no longer need him. That's the way to go. I mean, we must stand up for our dignity. You can't go and say these things in Nigeria. Last week, some 3 Ghanaians were prosecuted and detained in Nigeria for engaging in all kinds of fraudulent conduct. And I have no qualms. And I also think that the High Commissioner statement now initially now you're doing ABI fake news, but it's now been confirmed. We've seen it on the Nigerian High Commissioner's website. I think that he went too far. That statement does not really meet diplomatic standards.
Would you say be a frustration or go through? I mean, as
as a diplomat, what rise it to that high level? When you be a political attaché, be an PRO, be the High Commissioner himself. And I am glad that we have invited him. And I am looking forward to that meeting, and we will be very candid and frank with ourselves at that meeting, in as much as we will be interested in finding solutions, in dousing flames. You're escalating some, because you name your history. We know. Yakoshia, High Commissioner of Nigeria, His Excellency Rashid Bawa, or Kachira and say, estimates on war, and it's a Ghana for more Nigeria about 2 million. That's a huge number. It will be a beya wahano. Yankai say if the Nigerians also decide to retaliate. That's why I'm not happy the way your traders, Kumasi Swami magazine, or more close it down, shops of Nigerians and all that. It's not for them to do. Let's allow the GIPC for the law enforcement agency to do their work, and they should do it across the board. And you say, Yehu India, Yehu Chinese, Yehu Lebanese on your Ghana on the dear, or better me, I am a business, and now your Brunia, fine. Now, so of free a particular country, then we take issue. Let's implement the law fair and square. Now, back to the point I'm making, and I said, we would not want, if it is confirmed that indeed 2 million Ghanaians are living in Nigeria, that's a huge number. Mate, the president of the Nigerian Residents Association, Ghana, also they are claiming that they are also estimating that about 7 million of them are here. Our national population census here 2010, the official figure was about 140,000, but clearly that figure appears to be on the low side, because meaning say even students alone, Nigerian students alone learning in tertiary institutions are around 100,000. Because your word, the ministry, it was around 60,000 some 4 or 5 years ago. I'm told that the numbers have gone up.
Okay.
And those figures going around are clearly huge numbers. And one of the challenges we have, even data and monitoring. Also, European Union almost a free movement. Now, they share information. They have the profiles of everybody. If you enter their country, they know who you are. They can track you. They can monitor you. How is it that 2017, the most wanted Nigerian kidnapper, or to me about Ghana, obtain a passport, obtain a birth certificate, ABC Danwaha, obtain all kinds of permits, and we didn't know. We couldn't detect his fingerprint and all of that. It tells you, sir, the integration agenda, which must go with security enhancement, sharing intelligence, IT systems. We are not doing that. And ECOWAS member countries must sit up, because the free movement, what it does, and it said, oh yes, it helps trade, it helps your people to get closer and all of that. Our founding fathers' dreams of having a continental Africa may be achieved with that. Now, there's a risk. There's a danger, which is that criminals also can take advantage. In Tiana, as I said, Ansana, Nipano Ghana, your territory. We should be able to, have, intel run profile background checks and know who is entering our borders and be able to, watch them closely, as happened in the European Union. I'm hoping, sir, the lessons will be learned, but let's all be circumspect and let's all conduct ourselves in such a manner that matters will not get out of hand.
Okay. Honorable Anope, that's Papa Nyamin Shani Obre. What do you Anope? We appreciate.
Yo. Utie oha extra punk no. Needs FM.